Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. So, I've come on here today to talk to you about your hair. Why isn't it growing? You think that, everything's fine, but your hair probably just doesn't grow, and that's that. But that's not that. And I'll tell you why. My whole life, I've had my hair pretty much like at the base of my neck, like right where my shoulders are, and it's never grown past that. And I just thought that that's kind of how my hair was, and that's just how it was. And especially like a lot of Afro textured people, a lot of black people, their hair doesn't grow, and that's a mixture of a couple things. And this is just, I'm not like a professional hairstylist or anything. I've done a lot of research, and these are some things that I've come to a conclusion about, especially now that my hair is actually growing and it's past my shoulders. So these are some things that I've learned. Your hair actually does grow, and it is growing continuously, but what's happening is that your ends keep breaking. And that may be due to a couple of different reasons. No matter who you are, no matter what ethnicity you are, if you're black, you have very kinky hair. If you're white, you have like very fine hair. It's growing. It's always growing. So that's number one. But what's happening is you're not retaining length. And that could be due to breakage, because maybe you're manipulating it wrong, or you're not keeping it hydrated. You're not holding in moisture properly, or using proper oils to seal the moisture in, and it could be that you're not protecting your hair from the elements. For me, a lot of the manipulation that I did manually that really broke my hair was combing it when it wasn't wet. I would take a comb to my hair in its natural state and just, comb it. And my whole life I was just taught to just comb my hair out, even though it would hurt, and even though I'd hear that crunch. But that crunch is actually my hair breaking off. So I just thought that that was normal. I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, oh, I have to comb my hair, and this is just how it goes. But actually, it's really important for you to, or for me at least, to use my fingers when I'm detangling, and to always have it wet, because when it's wet, it's more malleable. It can stretch in ways that it can't when it's dry, and when you pull it and it's dry and it's not elastic, in that elastic state, it can just break off. So that's one thing. I only really detangle my hair after I've spritzed it with water, or when I'm in the shower and there's conditioner in it. Also, I had no idea about single strand knots. So when I was combing my hair and I had all these single strand knots, I would use a comb and comb through them. But the thing about using a comb and not your fingers is that a comb can't feel the knots, right? Your fingers can. You can go through your hair and feel the knots, and then kind of just it's hard to explain because I have braids in right now, but go through the knots and just take them out with your fingers. And if you can't take out the knot, cut it off, because that knot will continuously create more knots for you, and it's better that you cut it off. Keeping your hair hydrated will help you retain length. Spritzing it with water before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, so amazing. That's helped me so much to keep my hair moisturized. And after I spritz it with water, I seal the ends with some coconut oil. It's so simple, and it hydrates your hair, and it keeps your hair moisturized. Manually manipulating it in the wrong way, that will break your ends. Not moisturizing it enough, that will break your ends. The weather. So before I learned how to deal with my natural hair, before I learned how to take care of it properly, I would just wear my hair in an afro the majority of the time. I just had my hair in a small afro, because I was just I don't know what to do with it. So that caused a lot of single strand knots, and it was just open to the elements just freely all the time, which isn't necessarily a good thing, especially in winter. where the air is drier and there's not a lot of moisture in the air. So I've come to wear my hair in protective styles more often than not. Like throughout the week I'll have it in twists or braids just to keep it out of the elements. In the summertime I wear my hair in an afro more often, but in the wintertime I keep it in braids. Or I try to keep it in braids anyways. I do this myself. I braided my hair myself. I do braids for other people as well. This is what it looks like. But yeah, in the wintertime, you know, try to keep it out of the elements as much as you can. That will definitely help you retain length. Keep it in braids, keep it in twists, keep it in a bun, like keep it in a French braid throughout the week, and then the weekend, you know, take your hair out and go party or whatever. But yeah, that definitely helped me retain length. Yeah, your hair is growing. It's always growing. It will never stop growing unless you go bald, of course. But your hair is always growing, but what's happening is you're not retaining length. The best thing to do about that is to learn your hair. See what works for you. When your hair is dry, moisturize it. Listen to your hair. Your hair will tell you what it needs. And take care with your hair when you're detangling it. Make sure that you don't do it when it's dry. You do it in the shower with conditioner. You stray away from the combs as much as you can and try to use your fingers more. Keep it out of the elements. Keep it in the wintertime. Keep it moisturized even more by putting it in braids. Yeah, your hair will definitely tell you what it needs. Like your skin, you know. Like your body. You hydrate your body all the time with water. So spritz your hair with some water before you go to bed and when you wake up. And yeah, your hair is growing. It is. So yeah, I hope that helped. I mean, again, I'm not a professional hairstylist. I didn't go to school for hair, but this is just some research and some personal experience that I'm sharing with you guys. So I hope that helped, and I will see you